And that's number one. And number two, you should have shown up here the day of, and that's assuming you went the day that you were released, and that's assuming you went. I don't have any proof that you went. Do you have any proof that you were there?
Yes, in my property, but I don't have.
Sluter, 24B146556. Mr. Sluter, come on up here, state your name, counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Peter Bernard.
Drake Allen Sluter.
MIDC counselor for Mr. Sluter.
He was supposed to be here on May the 4th for a show cause. He's had no prior technical violations. On June the 18th of 25, I placed him on probation under section 771.1 for a period of 9 months. And then I ordered that he reappear in person on, let's see, he appeared on March 4th. Yes, on March 4th of 26. He failed to appear on this warrant. There are 2 counts: failure to attend and complete two of 3 days on the court work program, and failure to pay fines and costs as ordered. How is he going to proceed on these?
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Sluter. He's going to plead guilty to both of the counts. I would also make note to the court, make note that he missed this hearing because he was actually in rehab at the time, in inpatient rehab.
All right, sir, if you plead guilty here, I do want you to understand that would be 2 technical violations. You haven't absconded for 60 days, I suppose, because you were picked up. No, I guess it is 60 days today, so your probation could be revoked. Let me think. April 57, yeah, it's 61 days. Your probation could be revoked, and you could be incarcerated on this for 90 days with your 771 status revoked and the conviction entered. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all of those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge you failed to attend and complete 2 of 3 days on the court work program, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty, sir.
Did you fail to attend 2 of 3 days on the court work program?
Yes, because
I want to know if you failed to attend that, sir.
Yes, I did.
And then as to count 2, the charge you failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You failed to pay your fines and costs as ordered.
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept your plea to both counts. Why wasn't he here? He was in rehab for how long?
Mr. Sluter, how long? When did you get released from rehab? Your hearing was on March 5th.
I was released from rehab in March, but I was also taken to Lake Ridge, where I was also placed in rehab there under their custody, which I just got released from there not long ago.
When?
About 2 weeks ago.
Why didn't you come in here?
I didn't. I was gonna come and take care of all this. I just
When?
Like
tomorrow, but right? You know how many people told me tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
You can't do this, son. Detective, can I have your name back there, please?
Detective Ronald Tar, Brownstown PD.
Do you live in Belleville, Mr. Sluter?
Yes, at the moment I do, but I'm trying to get back into another sober living.
Where was he picked up, Detective?
Your Honor, I am not sure of that.
It was in Detroit.
He's a passenger in a car in Detroit. I believe he's been incarcerated since the weekend. Mr. Sluter, how long have you been in custody? Since Friday?
Since Friday, yeah.
Call in, Jessica. You got to take care of things, sir.
I understand.
I mean, it's great that you're going to sober living and all these other places, but you can't ignore your obligations. You could have gotten online from a facility, and that's number one. And number two, you should have shown up here the day of, and that's assuming you went the day that you were released, and that's assuming you went. I don't have any proof that you went. Do you have any proof that you were there?
Yes, in my property, but I don't have any of my property with me.
You- This is not good. I need your name, please. So he was picked up. He says he was at inpatient facilities. Do we have any proof of that?
Yeah, he's been in and out of inpatient facilities pretty much the entire time I had him on probation. The last proof of him being inpatient I have was January 28th of 2026. They sent me a letter of Sacred Heart stated that he was inpatient at that time. I don't know if he was released or anything though. I never got a release report from it.
You know, you had other misses on this case too. You know that, right? You gotta grow up.
I understand, sir. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize to me. And by the way, picked up another charge, right? When were you going to tell us about that? Whatever happened with that case out of Van Buren? Possession of meth.
I was supposed to, I went back to court and it was supposed to get dropped down to probation through them. But with me being in treatment, I never was able to go back to court.
So you didn't go there either, huh? You graduated, get the screening, the pre-sentence. Did you graduate?
Yes, I did.
Mr. Sluter,
Yes,
you're 23.
25.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were 23 at the time we did this, handled this case. You're not doing too good. You used up your quota of criminal convictions between now and the time that you're 98. Do you know that? I'm serious as a heart attack. It's time to grow up. You're living with your grandma, right?
At the moment, yeah.
But why are
right
you
now,
living with your grandmother? Because you're not getting out, you're not working, right?
Yes, I've been
He
working.
doesn't,
Well, I'm just telling you. Shame on you. You're 25 and you're living with your grandmother.
Yes, sir.
Look, I don't have any choice as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's coming up. There's no way he can do the court work program days and pay his fines by June the 18th. I'm revoking your 771.1 status.
Right.
I'm entering the conviction. Yeah, you're not doing too well. You got in with the wrong crowd, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got in with the guys that you just don't want to be within 48 miles of, you know? And not even 48 miles unless you don't have a car and you only have a bicycle. I get the feeling sometimes, Mr. Sluter, it bothers me to see people ruin their lives more than it does them. You know that?
Yes, sir.
You can go to rehab all the days you want, but you keep hanging around with the same thugs. And then that's what happens. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to sentence him anew. Give me a first page of a register, please. I'm going to sentence him anew. I'm revoking his status, entering the conviction, and we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I think we covered that. I just wanted to let you know that he is working full-time at the College for Creative Studies in Detroit. He's doing maintenance there. He's stable. He's living with his grandmother, who's in the line on a place to have his own place in Detroit. And again, he's been incarcerated since Friday.
Can I ask a question, Mr. Sluter? How many days were you, now, I don't want you to embellish, I do not want you to embellish. You said that was January 28th, right?
Correct.
And that was from,
Sacred Heart.
and they said he'd been in there how long?
At that point, they just stated that he was inpatient there and that he had gone inpatient on the 28th, and the letter was just stating that he's there. The maximum time that he would stay there would be about 30 days, but his average length would be 10 to 21 days, but it was just when he was admitted. They never sent anything to tell me after how many days he completed.
Right. How long were you at Sacred Heart? And I can easily find out, so don't lie to me.
I was there for 21 days.
And
And then
then
I
what
left
happened? So
there.
you got out, hang on. So you got out sometime around February 18th. Then where'd you go?
And then I went to Lake Ridge Village
How
in
long were you there?
Detroit. I was there up until recently, maybe about a couple weeks ago.
Hang on a second. Hang on. From February 18th until sometime in the third week of April, is that where you're telling me, what you're telling me?
Yes.
You were in? Then you didn't show up on your circuit court case, right?
Yes, sir, because I was in Lake Ridge Village at the time. And
And
it
you've
was
been out
hard to
how
get
long?
a couple weeks now.
And you didn't go over to the circuit court and surrender?
So I'm sorry. I
I'm
do
sorry?
apologize. I do apologize, sir.
You don't need to apologize to me. I'm not the one serving the jail time. That's your gig.
Judge, I will say too, when he was sentenced, we did have proof he was sentenced June 18th of 2025. At that time, we had proof that he was in Sacred Heart and then also in a sober living facility since April 1st of that year. So he'd done about a little over 2 months either in Sacred Heart or in a sober living facility at the time that he was sentenced.
Whoever's got the phone has got to leave the building, please. You got to take the phone out of the building, please. Thank you. 100 fines, 250 costs, 75 victims' rights. So I'm actually we're gonna do away with the $620 plus any late fees on the fines. I'm only gonna charge you 100, 250, 75, 50. So that's victims' rights and $50 justice assessment. So your total's 475 and 17 days, credit 5, serve 12 more. You're gonna serve an additional 673 days if you don't pay your fines. I'm gonna let you pay those at the rate of $50 per week. I'm gonna start that beginning on June the 22nd. Now, if you don't have the money, no problem, call the court. We'll go on Zoom, or you can come in here and talk to me, and I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay? But if you ignore me, you're gonna serve the other 73 days. Do you understand?
What about today? Like, how am I
You're
gonna get out of here?
you're in custody now. I gave you 17 days and I'm crediting 5. You're serving 12 more.
Okay,
Good luck. Thanks, Mr. Granata. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand all that?
yes, sir.
All right.
This courtroom moment was about accountability, second chances, and personal responsibility. The judge carefully reviewed the defendant's history, including missed court dates, probation violations, and time spent in rehabilitation. While recognizing his efforts to improve, the court emphasized that recovery alone is not enough without fulfilling legal obligations. The judge delivered a firm but important message about growing up, making better choices, and avoiding negative influences. In the end, the case showed how the justice system balances fairness with accountability, while encouraging people to take responsibility and work toward a better future.